Midway through the MLB season, we're doing some mid-season awards for your Minnesota Twins. And I'm joined alongside a former Twin to do so. He is Trevor Plouffe. I'm Alex Zappa. We got 5 on the docket. First, best surprise. Trevor, who has been the most surprising player so far in the 2023 Twins?
This one's a no-brainer for me. I'm going with Brock Stewart, signed as a minor league free agent in the offseason. You know, bullpens are so difficult to project. It's a fluid part of a team, and Brock Stewart has come in and he's been lights out. .73 ERA. He's got excellent fastball spin, fastball velocity. He's got a nasty breaking ball. Rocco has started to lean on him more and more in these high leverage situations. And again, like, you just want to have pieces that you can mix in the bullpen there and go to at different times of the season. Brock Stewart has been one of the guys now that I think Rocco says, I can put him in the 6th inning. I can put him in the 8th inning. It doesn't matter. Wherever that high leverage situation comes in where we need a strikeout and there's a bunch of right-handers coming up, Brock Stewart's the guy. So he's my best surprise, and he's going to be a big reason of why the Twins can win the Central and why the bullpen has been so good this year.
It's an incredible pick. Brock Stewart hadn't pitched in the MLB since 2019, had a career 6 ERA, as you mentioned, Trevor, .7 this season, a humongous improvement. I had Royce Lewis. I actually had Brock Stewart as a candidate for most improved. That's our next award, most improved on the Twins this year. Who do you have, Trev?
I'm going with Ryan Jeffers, 648 OPS last year. Right now, he's sitting at an 814 OPS. His plate discipline has improved dramatically. 381 on base percentage. And he went into the offseason, kind of revamped the swing a little bit. And that's what you have to do at the major league level. If you're not having success, you need to figure some things out. He went in, made some mechanical adjustments, a little bat tip. The stride has been shortened, and he's seeing the results because of it.
It's another good pick. I believe one of 2 players right now on the Twins with an 800-plus OPS, and from the catcher position, you'll 100% take that. I had Sonny Gray. That's kind of splitting hairs. 3.05 ERA this year, 2.5 this year, leading the league in FIP. But Ryan Jeffers, that's why he used to play. That's an inside cut from Trevor Plouffe. I like it a lot. Next, most underrated, someone who's maybe been unappreciated this year so far. Trev, who did you have?
I guess it depends who you talk to about underappreciated. I think I've always appreciated this guy. It's Willie Castro. He's got 1.6 WAR, leads the team in stolen bases. He's played every single position on the field except first base and catcher. He's even pitched. So it just allows Rocco to have that lineup flexibility. We're seeing Castro move, even during games from the infield to the outfield. When he gets on base, like I said, he's a threat to steal. I think he's a big part of why the Twins are still at the top of the AL Central. Willie Castro, my most underrated player on the Twins.
Well, Trev, you said the guy just brings juice to the clubhouse. He's got that energy on the field. And I think he was going for slowest pitch so far this season. I think he threw a pitch 43 miles an hour this year. I had Bailey Ober, just a guy that, had a great rookie year, got left out of a very competitive rotation this last year. Couple injuries, slides in, and 2.5 ERA. The guy has a good record so far this season, 4-4, 1.02 WHIP, and again, guy's 6'9", so maybe he plays for the Timberwolves too. Good pick. We got 2 left. We're going to end with MVP, but before we get there, Gold Glove. Okay, Trev, I had Christian Vasquez, a deep cut. I want to know what you think of that pick, and then I want to know your pick.
Well, that's why the Twins paid Vasquez to come in here and solidify the catching position, especially defensively. So I do like that pick because I do like catchers. But I'm going to go with the more obvious one. I'm going to give one to Carlos Correa here, a steady shortstop who makes, a highlight play from time to time. He's got a crazy arm. His range is getting better. He can make the play in the hole. And that when you have a shortstop that can make all the plays and all pitchers are comfortable with him getting ground balls, that's kind of all you can ask for. The swing is starting to come around. I know that has nothing to do with Gold Glove, although it used to back in the day. But I'm going with Correa. I love watching him play shortstop. And as a former shortstop, I feel like I appreciate the position a lot just because of how hard it is. And he's had some longevity there as well. And that is very difficult to stay at the shortstop position, especially with how big he is, too. So I'm giving it to Carlos Correa. When the ball gets hit to him, it's an out.
I think the size is a great point to make. It's tough to play that position at that size. And Trevor just kind of silly, as a former shortstop, he was a former shortstop. He knows what it's like to be in the hole for the Minnesota Twins. Again, Vasquez, 2-time World Series champion. a guy that I think it's not a mistake that this pitching staff has been so good with him behind the plate, just his aura, his vibe, and his relationship with the pitcher. So Correa, an obvious choice, a former Gold Glove winner. I wanted to get a little bit more creative with that one myself. All right, Trevor, the last award midway through the Twins season. Who's the MVP? Who's the guy that's been leading the charge? I had Joe Ryan. Who do you have?
Okay, I cheated a little bit on this one.
Okay.
I cheated. I'm sorry. And Joe Ryan's part of it, though, so we kind of agreed here. I'm going with the starters.
Okay.
The group, the collective group. That's what I'm doing. Fourth in ERA in all the big leagues, second in WHIP, first in innings pitched. So when you have that, you're going to keep yourselves in ball games. Can you imagine, where the Twins would be without this starting pitching? It would be bad. The offense hasn't really showed up yet this year. We're hoping it ignites as the days get a little warmer here. So the thing I like about it, too, is it's been mostly the same guys. Now, I know Louis Varland just got sent down to AAA. Kenta Maeda has stepped in. Add him to the mix there. He looked great in his first start back. But it's been Sonny Gray. It's been Joe Ryan. It's been Bailey Ober. Those guys have been doing it, and they've been doing it so consistently. Like I said, just you have a chance to win every single game because these guys are putting up the starts, and it helps your bullpen out too. When you're talking about first in innings pitch, that means less bullpen usage, which means they're fresher, which means they're more effective. And like I said, where would this team be without these starters? So they collectively, as a unit, are my MVP.
It's why he's on our coverage all season long for the Twins. It's a great pick. And again, Louis Varland stepping in, having some competitive starts. You mentioned Bailey Ober. We've seen, I believe, 7, 8 starters this year. We even did an opener this year with Simon De Leon, and that worked out as well. So, Trevor, exceptional job, great awards. I like it. We teased that we were going to sign off with a high five. Can we try to do we're in downtown Minneapolis in our studio. Trevor's in California. Just to a salute.
We got it.
There we go. Done. Love it. He is Trevor Plouffe. I am Alex Zappa, and those are your 2023 Twins midseason awards. We'll see you when the season comes to a conclusion.